All right, so I'm back with another micro lesson. Now these are smaller lessons. They're not as much content as the regular Friday lesson. But this is a fun composition. This is sort of an acoustic blues thing that I'm playing in drop D tuning. You can do this on electric guitar as well. But drop D tuning is very quick and easy to get into. All you have to do is take your E string and drop it all the way down to a D. And you can play your D string, which is your fourth string, as a reference. And you just retune that bottom string until those two match. So I'm going to be going through the composition fairly quickly in this because I try and make these short and easy to follow along with. If you want the tablature and the on-screen tab viewer, which you can slow down and loop and all that, you can get that by going to activemelody.com/micro, M-I-C-R-O, and do a search for ML061. That's the micro lesson number for this lesson. And I came up with this, actually I posted a video last week on Instagram. And by the way, if you don't follow me on Instagram, I recommend you doing that. You can go to Instagram and just do a search for Active Melody. I'm trying to post different content than I normally do, just the lesson stuff. But I like posting some of these videos of me coming up with these compositions, because I get a lot of questions on that. How do you do that? And you find that it's really, there's not much to it. I'm usually just sitting around on the couch and I'm noodling around. So anyway, I've got a video of that that's a few minutes long that you can check out and see how this thing sort of came about. But once you get your guitar into drop D tuning, the first thing I want you to do is take your thumb and play it on the sixth string, and then take the backs of your fingernails and kind of come down in the middle on the middle strings like this. Actually make a D chord with your left hand. What I'm doing, I'm making a D chord, but I'm excluding my middle finger. So I've got that open one string, the open E string. So just start with this. Try and get this groove going. Okay, now after that, we're gonna play this. So we're starting to work a melody on top of that rhythm. So to play that, I've got my ring finger on the 3rd fret 2nd string. I come down to the 1st fret 2nd string, and then I put my middle finger on the 2nd fret 3rd string. So I play those two notes, and when I play those, I'm using my thumb on that open 6th string. So that happens at the same time. Look at that. Slap, and then 2nd fret 3rd string. Back with your thumb. So this is like patting your head, rubbing your stomach kind of thing. Once you get that loop, just play that and loop it over and over again. Once you get that groove going, the rest of the song starts to really fall into place. Now after that, so this is 2nd fret 3rd string, and then we play the open string, slap, ring finger comes down to the 4th fret 4th string, thumb on the 6th string, so you have, and then I go back to that open 3rd string, which is your G note. I love that clash of those two notes together. It creates this dissonance, especially when you throw in the D. Now, what are all these notes? Where are they coming from? This is just the D. It's actually D Mixolydian mode. But if you look at the D major scale, sounds like that. Well, you just flat the 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Flat the 7, and that's what gives us that bluesy sound. Mixolydian mode is used quite a bit in like the Allman Brothers. I hear it in Grateful Dead. A lot of bluegrass. It's like a bluesy version of the major scale. That's what I think of. It's a very versatile and useful scale to learn. So make sure you let those two notes ring out. Now after that, the song goes to the G, and it's actually a G7. And to play a G7 when you're in drop D tuning like this, ring finger on the 5th fret 6th string, pinky on the 5th fret 5th string, and then I put my index finger on the 3rd fret 4th string. So when I played that, I went, it's 6, 5, slap. And you can see I'm not slapping it super directly. I'm just kind of almost hitting more here than with my fingernail. Okay, so after that, open third string, and then I go back to that fourth string. So all together the G7. Look at the thumb, watch the thumb if I do this slow. Watch it. Okay? And then back to the open D string there on the fourth string. And then we go back to that same strum pattern that we started with, or that I showed you to do at the beginning. And that's really all there is to that first part. So when we play it together, all right, now we're going to repeat it. Exactly the same the second time. Now we go to the next part that goes. Now what I did there, third fret, third string, and then right into an A7 chord. So I've got my index finger, my ring finger on the second fret, second string, and my middle finger on the second fret, fourth string. So I've got that open third string, and then I'm also using my thumb on the fifth string. So now your thumb is going to jump from the playing that sixth string up to the fifth string because we're playing over the A. Same strum pattern. Thumb slap, thumb slap. Look at this. Little variation with my pinky on the third fret, third string again. Or sorry, third fret, second string. All right, so you have. And then I went into the C, and what I'm doing for that, I've got my ring finger on the third fret, second string, my middle finger on the third fret, fifth string, index finger on the second fret, fourth string. And the way that I played that, I took advantage of that open one string. Here it is slowly. Let me do that again. And then we go to the G, and I'm playing a G with the B in the bass. So I keep my ring finger there on that third fret, second string, and all I did was I walked that down, that fifth string down to the second fret. So let's take it from the A, A7. And then we go back to the D. Same as before. Here's your G7. I just tagged the end. I did it again. And then the last time I went like this. That's another cool thing about drop D tuning, is you can play a power chord just by barring. Play those bottom three strings, 6, 5, and 4. That would be an F to a G, and then to a D, and that's how I ended it. So make sure you check out the tablature if you want a little more structure, I guess, or if if I'm going too fast for you in this video. But that's what I've got for this micro lesson. I hope you've enjoyed that. I'll see you in the next one.